This is the video review for the Bandai DX Chogokin VF27, the Lucifer Custom Bearer Stearns mech from Macross Frontier. As you can see, he's from the same series. He's a VF27, a more advanced fighter than the VF25 in some ways. Cybernetically controlled. You can see there's no really clear cockpit. This is clear actually. It's clear plastic painted. And this light green, it's actually this light green plastic, and there's like a slight pearly coating on the inside to make that look really cool, but very nicely painted. And overall, just a very nice, you can see much higher tech looking jet. The booster packs are built into the wings, just a little more state of the art overall. It does also have the Galaxy, because they came from Macross Galaxy logo on the wings there. On the underside, see, it's a lot more coherent fluid, no extra add-on packs for these guys since he never really armored up, which is actually a good thing. No extra loose parts to fall off. Some of the improvements they made, the landing gear are a little nicer. This little piece that attaches the gun to the bottom is actually on a hinge under there. You can fold that up under the arms and have it not stick out. I've got it out since I'm going to show off the gun figure, but it's not a separate removable piece, so that's one less thing you got to worry about losing or carrying around with you. Very cool. The cockpit opens. Let's see if I can get it. It actually closes very seamlessly, so getting it open can be a little bit of a pain. There we go. The cockpit opens, and you can see there inside there are the Brera and Renka wearing their helmets. And they do come off. The full pilot comes out. So we can get him to focus on that. But painted in Brera's purple and red, and then Renka in the back in her little white and yellow outfit. But the pilots can come out, and you can have an empty cockpit, which is nice. So you couldn't. There were little pilots built into the cockpits of the VF25, but they were not removable. She's actually got a little peg on her that needs to peg in, and I'm having trouble getting that lined up. There we go. You can keep them right in there, which is pretty cool. Close that up. One of the other things it came with that it was a nice little bonus is it came with this little clip that clips on right back here in the back. Should just clip right on. No, clipped right on earlier. There we go. Clips right on. That allows the VF27 to use the fold booster from the Gallia 4 add-on set. If you remember reviewing that, it came with the speakers for Michael's thing, or Mikhail's jet. It does come with that clip. So, it's a nice little extra that they didn't need to include, but they did. Also, he does come with his giant beam rifle, which as you can see is about as long as the plane itself. You do have to crack this. It does split to fire, just like in the cartoon. But you do have to open it up a little bit in order to get it to fit under here, because it needs to go around that landing gear. Snapping this on can be a little bit of a... There we go. Got set up a little higher than that, but whatever. There we go. Bring that open. Earlier when I had this, it wasn't sitting quite so. It actually had some clearance for the wheel there. And it should right now. I don't know what. Not entirely sure what's causing that to sit down so low. But you can actually display it with the wheel out in fighter mode, and with the gun attached, just like that. And of course, if you have the landing gear folded up, you can store it on the jet just like that. So, just a neat little feature. We'll go ahead and fold the landing gear up here, since we're going to need to do that in a minute anyway. So we'll go ahead and pop that off, and we'll get to the transformation. And again, I'm going to focus more on what was different on this than the VF25, because the transformation is the same basic transformation, but there have been some improvements to the 27 that, on the one hand, I would like to see them do on the 25, because I would buy it, but also a little dreading them going back and redoing all the VF25s, because I would buy it. So I'm kind of at a dead mate there. But anyway, you want to go ahead and fold these down a little bit. Actually, you want to leave those up, sorry. But anyway, pop the wings up here, which will unlock the legs, and bring the legs down. The legs actually extend here at the hip. Bring them down around like this. You want to actually leave. You can actually, and that's what's nice about this. On this one, you can actually leave these connected up here. Bring the legs down. Extend the legs. And for those who didn't like the ankles, he does still have those same type of metallic ankles that the VF25 has, but he does have this ankle cover that kind of hides them a little better. They don't look quite so I'm wearing short pants that the VF25s do. Now here's where you get to one of our first improvements here, and that they actually gave it a swivel on the leg just below the knee, so you can actually get him in a very nice A stance without having to detach him. The legs still stay solidly attached up here, and yet can still spread out in that A stance that was missing on the VF25s. So that's right there also a very nice improvement. And when you come back here, you can pull the arms out. And bring them around. Flip up the shoulder pads here. And bring them out and around like that. Here is another improvement. Instead of just being floating loose, once you bring these around, there's actually a peg on this. It's hard to tell on this metal armature that pegs back into the body, so you actually get a much more stable arm unit there. They don't wobble and wiggle as much as on the VF25, so that's very nice. Again, we'll bring it out and around, flip up the shoulder pad, plug it back into the body, and I'll make sure the ankles are clicked all the way out. Bring the wings down, and there you have Gearwalk mode. It looks a little weird from the side, but it is nice and stable. You can shake the table, it's not going to fall at all. It's very cool, very nice. I think my wife just got home, so you're going to hear the dog going nuts in the other room. But yeah, very cool, very nice jet mode, and all this stuff. One of the things that's kind of a shame is the shield. When the shield detaches from down back here, you can see it comes from underneath. It doesn't attach to the back. It doesn't come completely off the back. So where the VF25 kind of helped with the Gearwalk mode by cutting the this part off and making it look a little shorter, this does still have this piece sticking out the back. So that's one of the negatives to it. But there is also, if you push here on the shield, he comes with a knife, but it's not like the VF25 knife. It's actually built into the shield itself. And also the little panel that covers the hand can collapse against the shield. So it's a much, if you want to look at the comparison, it's a much slimmer shield than on the VF25, because that panel folds up and allows it to be a lot thinner. And again, you can just attach that right here to the arm. So there you have it, a very nice Gearwalk mode there. And if you want to go on to robot mode or Batroid mode, I want to go ahead and fold these fins on the front down. This is going to be pretty much the same as it was on the 25. I bring the legs down. They have also redone this hinge system. This is still the same. It's still the same tab and hinge, but as you can see, this hinge looks a lot longer than it does on the bottom of the 25. It's a slightly redesigned peg and latch system that holds together a lot better. so you have less of the waist popping apart, like you did on the 25. Now bring the legs down like this. Oh, what just fell off? Something just fell off. Oh. Okay, well. Oh, something just broke off. Awesome. I have to glue that back on. One of the fins there. So be careful of those fins, because apparently they will just snap right off. Awesome. But then you want to bring this down, and again pop this up right here. Bring this whole, actually, you know what, maybe we should just bring this whole thing around before we snap the legs on. Maybe that'll keep that from happening in the future. Bring this, pop the head up, and bring the chest piece up over this. And then once you do that, bring the legs up and snap them on into place. There we go. Again, make sure the legs are snapped all the way open. I bring the arms around, bring this panel down on the back, and then fold the wings all the way up and around. Just like that. Fold them up like that, fold them up like that, and bring them around the back. And there you go. And again, the arms can in fact plug into the shoulder here. Makes them a lot more stable, a lot less likely to wiggle around and change position on you or just sag, like it could happen on the VF25. And yeah, looks like it should be fairly easy to fix. And he does come with the same variety of hands, the fist, the open hand, and then the flat hand that generally used for fighter mode. But he can hold these, have these regular hands. Actually, it looks like most of his hands will fit in this fighter mode just because of that flip up panel that you can move up and down. That gives you a little extra clearance for the fists. His thrusters, as you can see, are open for jet mode, but he does come with these covers right here that you can plug in to make it look like those thrusters have closed up in Batroid mode, which is kind of nice. So there you have it. There's Bearer Stearns' Lucifer Valkyrie VF27. We'll do a quick comparison here with Alto's VF25. You can see Alto's a little bigger, a little bit more armored, but not quite as sleek as the VF27. Oh, and he can hold his gun. Again, you can crack the beam weapon open, and you can hold it open or closed, but open it up like that to fire, and it does fit right into his fist here. So a decent figure. Do be careful of these little veins on the front, because as you just saw, they will pop right off or snap right off. Actually, the movable ones, the two back ones are on hinges and would probably just pop off and be popped back on. The two front ones are solid pieces that, as you saw, did not take a whole lot of effort to just snap right off. I got them from Big Bad Toy Store. That's where I get a lot of my Macross figures. So if you're looking for them, they just got them in stock the other day. So check them out. But there you have it, the VF27 Lucifer.